Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I guess we're starting a little early. All right. It's about the right time anyway. Turn the music down a little bit more. That should be good. All right, all right. Well, it's Wednesday. Let's get on the server. Get going with some more Minecraft. Day 34. Alright. Of course it's night. Let's see. This is the key combination. Is it gonna... It's gonna work? There we go. Never know with OBS. Alright. Alright, good. I guess first thing today, let's get some more rice. If you can't tell from my inventory, I've not been on since last stream. Been busy with other things, doing some video editing, some other stuff. So, but let's get some rice and I'll figure out what we're doing. I think probably continuing where we left off on the factory over yonder. The cars or something else. Alright, there should be some rice waiting for us here. Looks like Dad.9k is on too. Alright. Yeah, look at that. Very nice. This will get our hearts back. How do we take damage? Alright, there at the end when we ran out of food, I guess. Yoink. Okay. So, refresher of the plan generally. Let's see. So, filter clay for crushing wheels and feedback in factory. Ah, that rings a bell. Yeah. And then finish train bays. So being able to have the items go out to the appropriate train bays. Still not 100% clear on how that's gonna work, but I have some vague notions of basically just dumping all of the like essentially having a copper train and a tin train. But then what about the lazurite and the other stuff? I don't know. And then make some trains. And then for some reason we needed ice. I think there's a thing in the quest book about that. We'll have to see. See if we get there today. Right. So I got some stuff here. Do I have anything else before I go over there? I don't think so. I think between the full boxes and what we have in our inventory, we should be pretty good. It's just have a train go right through us. And let's get over here. I imagine at this point, we're out of lava out here. Still have a little bit of lava in here. I think what we might need to do, one of the things between streams that did happen was trying to adjust the configuration on the server a little bit to make it so that the chunk loading, that's not the right button, FTB chunks would work, because it doesn't seem like it has been. With this force loaded thing, but maybe it will work now. I don't know. Oh, we're out of clay. No. Oh, we're out of Did we finally run out of... oh, right. Now I remember. It's all coming back to me now. So, I think that was between streams, actually. I switched this from using kelp blocks to using sticks because I had so many sticks from the tree farm. And, yeah. That explains it. So, apparently, kelp blocks are way more efficient. Like, we had, like a stack of kelp blocks or something. I don't know, it was not a lot, and it lasted, but now with the sticks, it did not last very, very long. Well, what do I want to do first? Do I want to address the fuel thing? Or do I... Maybe I do. Let's go get some kelp blocks. And we'll get that going. Just so that we can keep the factory going. Going there. We can... I think there's not going to be a lot in our kelp farm. That's a thing on the list, definitely, is to expand the kelp production. Because there's just not... it produces a little bit, but here we go. So 194. So basically 3 stacks. Since, you know, in several real life days is not so great. Also, very hard to get out of here. How about this way? Okay, there we go. But that should last for a little bit, it seems like, for the factory. So we'll put this over here, and then we'll start working on... I guess the next thing to do is... Do we... So we got both of the crushing wheels going. I guess we should get another belt up here. So that we can... Oh, right, we didn't hook this up either. So I guess a question. Do we want to finish the asurine processing and get it shipped out to the train line? Or do we want to do all the stuff in here and then work out there? I don't know if it makes that much of a difference. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put these kelp blocks away. I think I'm going to get back over here and I'll put the storage unit back where it was. There we go. I just put this acacia log here so that basically for no reason, right? Because it's not like we're delivering kelp blocks over here. That was the original intent. Right, kelp blocks would come on the belts and go down, but there aren't any being shipped here, so that was kind of pointless. But anyway, all right. So configure in on the top, auto input. Auto input's not necessary if we have the hopper though, so that's fine. And then configure. Let me lock it first. Configure out to the back. This needs to be auto output. There we go. And we'll start filling the heater and start melting clay. And this system should start working again. I've been looking at this factory a lot recently because the amount of time I spent editing down the stream where this was first built into a short, which was a lot of fun. But there's a lot of looking at the same footage. Anyway, okay, so what do? So we got the belt there. I think. So I can't just, like, if I remove this block, items are going to start flying off of it. So I want to be prepared for that. I guess what I could do is I could just stop. What could I stop here? I can stop this and limit the amount of stuff. Just turn off auto output. Just need to remember to turn that back on. Pick up these items too. There we go. All right, good. So there'll be a little bit that'll come out, but then it won't be everything. Okay, and then we're gonna take this belt, and we need to do a couple things, right? So let me get at some vision here on what's going on. Let's get some perspective. There we go. So this belt over here, this closer one, right, is the one that's supposed to be delivering clay. At some point we could actually hook up the other portable storage interface, but I really rush right now. So clay comes out here. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to take any of the clay from the belt that's behind the pearl brick right there and get it onto that belt that's right above it. It would be easier if that was down like a block. Let's see, where is... Okay, if we move the belt back one, we could have it come out a block lower than where it is right now. That's an option. And then we could use a smart chute. No, a smart chute wouldn't work because that's the wrong direction. Nor would we want to do that. Or like a funnel, even a smart funnel, because items might get past it. And we want all. Well, let's see. So what are we trying to accomplish here? We want all the clay to come off of the bottom belt to go to the belt above it. What happens if the belt above is full of clay, though? That is probably not going to happen. And I think if we use a crude storage unit as the buffer for the clay, then that'll be enough of a buffer that if we get a backup, we'll still be able to do things. I think the other consideration is that if there's happens to be enough clay that not all of it gets picked up, we don't want to allow clay to go past it. For that, we can get some options, right? So we could use a funnel with a filter. We could... Is there another good way to exclude items from progressing on a belt? We could use a tunnel, right? We could have a tunnel that would go over the belt, whereas the funnel we'd have to like use multiple or do something else. We use a tunnel. We could use a tunnel. Can crude storage units take items out of tunnels? Because if they can, I think we can do this without having to change where this belt is. If we can, if we can fit the tunnel underneath the belt. Okay, so that, well, I have some questions. And we do need a brass tunnel to do this, which is something we'll have to go make. We got some visitors over yonder. Okay, we don't need this right now. Don't need that loud car going by outside either. Okay, so we're gonna go back. We're gonna get a funnel. I guess we should make two. Do you make two when you make them? Yeah, okay, cool. So we'll make two for this one and that one over there, because we'll probably just do the same thing, and we'll come back and go from there. Is there anything else we might need for this build that we don't have on us? Do we have more crude storage units? Yes. I'm fairly confident that we do not have any brass tunnels, though. It's something that I have not used a lot of so far in this world. And they're relatively expensive for us to make. Still, unfortunately. Once we have the... I guess there's still zinc that we need to fully automate. That'll be the next thing for us to be able to then unlock like fully automated brass. Whoops. I felt like I steered around the deer, but... Alright. Oh, hey, I've not checked on the glass situation. Oh yeah, we ran out of coal. That makes sense. Ran out of fuel anyway. Let's get that going. Okay, I think this should be good. And we're at... We made a little progress. But not a ton, because... No, wrong thing again. See, this is force loaded for the last 3 days. I guess, I mean, this is gonna run and then run out of fuel. I could probably make this. I could definitely make this so that it auto fills with fuel. If I just like dug under and put crude storage units with a bunch of coal, but it's fine. We're a little ways away from actually needing all this clear glass. Eventually we'll need it though. Okay, so we need 2 brass. I mean, I guess I could just like... Alright, electron tubes. There we go. Got some of those over here, I think, still. Alright. There we go. But seriously though, is there anything else we need for this build? I'm gonna bring this other gearbox. Might come in handy. Attribute filter? I think just a normal filter would be good. We'll need a couple of those. Hey, there we go. There's 2 filters. Perfect. Or do we want 4? I think we only need 2. Because we'll have the funnel, and the funnel will only allow not clay to go through, and then we'll try to get the crude... Let's bring the extra filters in case that doesn't work. I'm hoping that we can use the crude storage units to pull items out of the filters. So we'll see if that works. That one occasionally. I could drop off... Nah, that's fine. All this stuff is going to get processed anyway, so we'll just... Thinking about like the rock hopper and the clay balls and stuff, but we're going to be producing a lot of that. We can... I guess it'd be a shame for the venison to despawn. Any special recipes? We can cook it, smoke it, bulk smoke it. Nothing to do with cooked venison. Okay. All right. This is fine. Ah, that's not fun. Okay. All right. I think I'm just gonna build up a little bit here rather than trying to maneuver in the quadricopter. There we go. And then I want to have some things on me. So put this down here. Huh. We probably need to make some belts again at some point. It's been a while, huh? All right. So this is gonna make a little bit of a mess. Oh. Where are those items going? Over there and maybe on that belt. Oh, I don't... I suspect this is not going to work. Let's see. Do I have some more blocks here? Get up a little higher. Nope. Okay, so you need a little bit more clearance to be able to do what I wanted. So I guess we can still do that though. We're just gonna change this to one more back. I guess so. Oh, we can't. Okay. Okay, this is gonna work though. I think this will be good. So, yeah, a couple of those. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're going to place this here. I have to get some replacement glass at some point. We're gonna put this here. There we go. That way we can route the items down. So we'll have a little bit more clearance to do the thing I want to do here. We'll need to connect those. Which we might be able to do here with encased chain drives. There we go. And then turn these both this way. And another belt. There we go. Issue here is going to be... I guess we're going to have to drive these from outside. We can do that. So let's say we come out here. Now what I wanted to try is to... Let's get back on top of this. Alright, so brass tunnel right here, right? And then right, crude storage unit is the different box. You know, I should carry scaffolding with me. I think someone suggested that at one point. I got ladders. Alright, let's take a nap. Yeah, alright, so we're gonna grab a crude storage unit. And I'm gonna put that right there. And the thing I want to know is if we input from the left, auto input. So I think this might not work because this belt's not running. We'll see though. I'm just gonna throw some stuff onto the belt over here, if I can. I'm gonna throw something simulating what would normally be going on here. Oh, no, that went the wrong way. Oh, give that back. Okay, this might work. There it goes. No, it's stuck there. Okay. Where's the... Also a little stuck. Okay, so... wait. Shouldn't it go... Where was it stuck? Hey, do we still have all of those? No, I got rid of them. Okay, so in the gray box, we have a bunch of andesite casings. Let's do a little maneuvering here. Okay, so why? Oh, there's stuff. Oh, that makes sense. I see. Okay, right. We threw the raw tin in, and it got in the crushing wheel, and so it turned it into crushed tin ore, which is not something we'll be doing here. I think. Should we? Maybe we should. Although that would change everything. Right? Instead of shipping the raw tin and raw copper, we could crush it again before we ship it. I don't know that we would have room here. I don't think there's any reason... Hold on. So when we crush the veridium... Veridium? Yeah, there we go. We get these 4 things. If we crush the raw copper... Oh yeah, we also get nuggets of experience. So this would add yet another thing that the factory would produce. I don't think I want to do that. I know that some of the other designs I have for factories that'll process the raw materials are already planning on dealing with nuggets of experience from things. So I think I'll leave this as is. So we need to power this belt, I think, to see if this is going to work. How are we going to do that? Let's see, we can get over here, and we could take a shaft here and here, and a belt. There we go. And then, oh, no, not quite right. Down one more. Oh, we're out of belts. Remember how I asked myself if there's anything else I was going to need? Well, apparently I need belts. I don't suppose I have the parts for belts. It'd be kind of weird, but I have rubber. Inventory is getting a little unmanageable. Okay, well, we're gonna go... Wait. Nope, we're not gonna go anywhere. There's probably still some blocks in here. There we go. We can turn these back. Great. And then, is it rubber over kelp or kelp over rubber? Rubber over kelp. Makes belts. Great. Alright, so we can lower this one to get that aligned right. Except it's the wrong direction. Okay, we can solve that though with a gearbox. Alright, so that didn't really work, but we didn't fully test it, right? Because what we wanted to do, what if we said only take the raw tin, right? And then if we throw something else on the belt, it shouldn't go out through the tunnel. Right, so this will go through, and these will not. And so they'll get into the tunnel, and then that should give an opportunity. Was that there before? Okay. Does that not work the way I thought it would? In left auto input? Huh. So we could definitely have like a side belt, and this would work. Like we'd be able to filter clay and have it go that way, and then we could pick it up. I was really hoping we could do this a little bit more concisely though. Let's try, I mean it says it's applied to the, let's put something else there that definitely isn't something we'll try to throw in. And then let's try cooked rice. Right, so it goes in. Some I missed the mark on some right here. Right, so it still did get through, which is surprising to me. I would think that the filter would stop anything from going through, but apparently not. What if we used the actual filter? Like, I don't think it should make a difference, but let's say only raw tin, please, or clay deny list. There we go. So that should deny clay. So then if we throw clay in, is it allowed through despite the filter? Because there's nowhere else for it to go. And a few more misses there. Yeah, it does go through. Interesting. Okay. That's not something I realized that's not a behavior that I realized the belts would exhibit, or the tunnel would exhibit. Can we Nope, okay. Guess we have to do that to clear the data. Still doesn't stack. That's oh, maybe that will make the data the same? Nope. Alright, it's just separate now. Okay, anyway. So we'll do something else. We are going to put some shafts over here. And right, we haven't put those belts back. Okay, so there we go. And then oh, right. Okay, so then that, and then, all right, fortunately that works. That's good. We'll break this, and it's gone. Give me that back, please. I see. It's a little bit of a mess. Oh, and a pearl brick too. Alright, great. Have some clay. There you go. Okay. Alright. All good now. Okay, so what was he doing? Right, okay, so if we take our filter and say we only want clay balls, yeah, we can do that. Allow list, check. So only that. And then we want to do the opposite. I'm glad I brought this to deny list. There we go. So, and then we want to put a crude storage unit there, and then we want to put a block there so items don't fly off, which we can do. We'll just use andesite casing. And then let's put an andesite casing on the end of this. Sure. Put all that stuff away. And sleep again because it's nighttime. Okay. Now, to test this, let's, well, I don't have any clay. That's the problem. I think all that clay is probably long gone. Yep. Did not think ahead on that. I guess we could make some if we just toss some raw tin on the belt. Wait, no. No, that's the wrong thing to do. Let's just toss some asurine on. There we go. That'll do the right thing. Alright, let's check out what's going on up here. So we got some mistakes. And there's clay, right? So then we just need to input from the bottom, auto input, lock, and then output to the top. This is what I'm trying to get to. I'll output the clay above, and it goes onto the belt. Alright. Great. So now, any clay produced by crushing the asurine will go up onto the belt. And we're going to do the same thing over here, maybe for efficiency. I guess we can't. There's not really a way to. Oh, there is. If we use a funnel on the side of this, we can have another belt coming this way for the clay from this crushing wheel setup, and we repeat the same thing, but like mirror the direction. I think that'll be good. All right. And then we'll have to take this and send this out. I think we'll probably want to like elevate this again. It's not like the trains will be really affected if they like go through the stuff, but it'll look odd. Can't have that. Okay, so I'm gonna move this over a little bit, and we're gonna work on. Is there a skeleton? There's a skeleton. How? Let's have a snack. Oh. Let's close the door, I guess. Let's have a snack. Take care of the skeleton. Ow. Rude. Okay. So, we probably want to have our climbable pillar right here. Yeah, that'll be good. Is this gonna work? So the crushing wheels are on the other side of there. And then, I guess what I'm gonna do, let's see. Let's take a look from inside here. What's going on? So we're gonna, can we close up this gap, or does that need to be open? I guess it's not actually open. It's got the tunnel on the other side. I'll live with it. Grab this though. All right, so put a chute below. Yep. And then we need some shafts there, and oh, I see. This is set up like this because, okay, we can do something different here, right? Because over there on the other side, we brought the belt back to be able to hook it up to this belt, and then we go down one starting, yeah, okay, so what we could do instead is actually immediately go down to this level. There we go, like so, and then we can go. Items have a place to go. And whoops. Let's see, ladders. There. toolboxes are great. Okay, so this will get us to the right level. Let's put another shaft out here to be able to continue the belt. Get our belts out again. Connect that up. Right, and then we're going to have a tunnel on here, and we're going to do a similar kind of setup, and this is going to be perfect because what we're going to be able to do is we just have just enough room to have another belt going this way. We'll continue that out, and then, I wonder if this is going to work out right. So, did I use both the gearboxes here? Okay, so we are going to make some more gearboxes, I guess. Nope, not like that. Okay. Well, we have some more bronze sheet. Oh, we don't have any more. Okay. All right, I think it's time to go and get some more things and dump some of the stuff that's hanging on our inventory. Yep. And mainly what I need right now. What do I need right now? Right, I need to pick up some small normal cogwheels. I guess they are actually they're just called cogwheels, right? In Create, so versus the large cogwheels are called large. I think I usually just refer to them as small and large, but technically they're just cogwheels and large cogwheels. Fortunately, we have a good amount still, although I think we are... Oh, no, we're out. Okay, we're going to turn this on, and we're just going to produce cogwheels until we're out of, I guess, copper is the limiting factor there. We can also process this raw copper while we're here, and dump in, no point in dumping in the copper nuggets. We can put in some crushed copper, though. Some crushed tin. And then I think we have a box here for the lazurite and olivine. And then I don't know where I'm going. I want to go here. And we're just going to put in all the stuff we don't need to carry around with us. Charcoal might be helpful, although I think we could probably better use it here to refill our melters. There we go. This can go back in there. Why did I come over here? It'll come to me here in a minute. Gearboxes? Oh, right. Alright, so we should have some cogwheels. That's good. And we have everything else that we need in the toolboxes, hopefully, still. So this pack doesn't have like something that a lot of packs I see nowadays have, or at least a lot. Yeah, I guess that's a true statement. A lot of the packs that I see, so the ones I see like playthroughs for and stuff, have like temp pad for like instant teleportation, or have some kind of like waystones or that sort of thing in the pack for teleporting back and forth. And that definitely can save time. At least it saves someone who constantly forgets or doesn't prepare for things a lot of time. But something that I think is in this pack that might help with that, I think you can do like teleportation with the A2 spatial storage. I think you can like I think there's a way to do that where you can store yourself. I could be wrong, but that was an impression that I had. Is that something that is technically possible too? Also, I love how the toolboxes work. I don't know if you noticed, but like I took half a stack of item, or a quarter of a stack, half of what was there by right clicking, and then so I have 32 there. But if I take those 16 and put them back on the slot, it takes that and it keeps exactly 32 there on the hotbar. Pretty slick. All right, is this? It does go in the right direction, so that's fortunate. All right, let's see. Can I use a ladder in Minecraft? Maybe. Okay. All right, so same deal with the filters. So we want to filter clay, deny, check, that goes there. And then we want this one to be only clay, so allow list, check, that goes there. And then we need a funnel of some kind. Just that's the wrong box. Is it this one? Okay, I think an andesite funnel will be fine. And then we also need to input from the right. We have to leave auto input because we're, I guess technically you could put a funnel here. And then input would be from the left, and we don't need auto input anymore. Except, no, this would be fine. Because the funnel will block items. Whoops. The funnel will block items so they won't carry on any further. We don't have to worry about items getting to the end of the belt and clogging things up. So this will work. And this will take clay balls from both production lines and put them on this belt above and merge them back into the factory, and it gives us a, you know, a 2048 item buffer for that. Just kind of baked in, which is pretty nice. All right, and then there's everything else. So we can put a block here for now to keep items from going off. I guess we could do one more belt so that it's even with the other one, except put a shaft there. There we go. Okay, so now we have two things set up. I think, is there, yeah, we still have more to do on the inside, right? Because we need to get the veridium from here up to the top there, which I think will be a little easier than what we did here. Doing vertical with belts plus crude storage units. In some ways, this does make sense to have more buffer on this, assuming the bottleneck isn't clay. Like it is right now, and it has been. But my concern when this factory was first designed that the lava would be the constraint. Turns out that wasn't the case. But if it was, we would be producing way more asurine, because it only needs water, versus the veridium for copper, which needs lava. But yeah, anyway, that would be a rationale. Oh, this is a problem. So can I fix this? I can fix this a couple different ways. The way I'm inclined to fix this is to actually move this right one block. And I think that's doable. How does this affect the outside? I think... Alright, so we move that one forward. That doesn't mess with anything. And then we rebuild the other part, and we have to build a little bit of extra belt on the inside to cover, whoops, to do a thing. Let's just do it. It's easier to do it than to explain it sometimes. There we go. So we'll move that forward one. And then, is this gonna work? Or is this still gonna, I think this will work. Yeah, I think so. And then this like so. And then we just have to power this. And that's easy enough if we just connect these across. And that doesn't change anything about anything, how anything works outside, but makes it so that we can walk through here, which is nice. I guess we could also neaten this up a little bit. Yeah. Especially where you're walking right under it, right? There we go. You know, I think I'll leave these blocks here. I think that'll be good. Oops. Ah, it's the wrong thing. There we go. Alright. So now we need to get the veridium blocks up to there. And it's been made a little bit more challenging. I mean, I guess. Oh no, not to here. To there. Right? I'm restraining myself from just building a stack of crude storage units and just doing a vertical thing. I think that's no fun. Okay, so power-wise though, we can take this. There we go. That should be right. Great. Is there a route? So where's that box with veridium? It's right, like right here. So it's a little challenging. Like we could go. I mean, this is blocked off anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. We go from here to there to there. Oh, that's going in the wrong direction, unfortunately. We could go up this wall a bit and then double back. Maybe. If we do like this. Let's just kind of try a couple of different things. Right, so like to there. Except, right, so then we have to like make a back one. And then we're out of, there's another one. Okay, I don't know why there was an extra one there, but, okay. So like that, and then up somewhere, and then I know we're out of shaft, so I can't really do more, but we would need to kind of double back. So we could do a crude storage unit. Maybe we could advance it one more. Do a crude storage unit here. Onto a belt that goes back. And then around. Like over here. Yeah. Okay, I think I have a sense that this is going to work. So... let's take another trip back to the workshop. These are just little breaks, you know, between sessions. It's a good thing. It's not failure to plan. It's enforced breaks. Ah, obviously I need a break. I'm running right into a wall. No, anyway. This is why we need a passenger train, so I don't have to drive anywhere anymore. Just have. Does this? Okay, it doesn't hurt the wolf. It's kind of funny, right? Because that deer exploded by just driving near it. Apparently, I mean that seemed to be what happened, but. I don't know if it's all the dirt house around the wolf, or the dog, or what, but it doesn't seem to be affected. so we're here for andesite alloy. I guess we can get some more casing since we've been going through them. We can make some shafts too. There we go. And refill our toolboxes. That could be a fun little side project, is a machine that loads items from the ME system into our toolboxes. I think that would not be hard to do. Actually, let me take a note of that as an idea. Make design. Actually, no. Let me put that in the plan book. I think that's something that would be fun to do on stream at some point. We'll put that. I don't think it will be challenging to do with like ME export buses, maybe. So ME system load. Hold on, let me capitalize that. ME system load to toolboxes. There we go. All right, it's sunset, so let me sleep before we go down. All right, sleeping in the car. What was he doing? Alright, we're gonna get this stuff belted up. Okay, so we're gonna imagine that there's a crude storage unit here. We got some options, but let's say we start. Well, let me work backwards. I think that'll be smarter. To work from where we're trying to get to, and then figure out how to get the items there. So that'll be good. I have belts, right? I have. Well, we'll see how far we get. Okay, so we're going here, and we're trying to go from there. We'll need to come back up a little bit. Somehow. Ow. Oh, no, can't walk through that. Alright, so... let's say we go to here. Right, and then we'll have... Is this the right height? No, we're going up one more, right? Can I think I can still make more... No, I put away the, oh, wait, you know what? I bet there's still kelp in here, right? Okay. I still can't remember. Is it rubber over kelp? Nope. Okay, 10 more. Let's hide this over. Right. Okay. So we're gonna go up one more. So we're gonna have a crude storage unit. Might as well grab that. Ah, it's not crude storage. There we go. Right there. It's gonna take the items from that belt and put it on this belt. Fortunately, it's smart enough to, like... Well, I guess it's part of the crude storage unit and part how the belt works, right? If the belt is full, it won't try to put more items in, because kind of that slot, that space on the belt has items on it, so it doesn't try to put more on it. Okay, so then... Actually, this part should be pretty easy. That's the wrong... there we go, this one. So then we can do this. There. So items come up here, get onto this belt and onto that belt, and then down into the crushing wheels, and we're good, right? As soon as we get power to all the belts and set up the crude storage units to carry items. So, how do we do that? Let's see here. So we want this belt to go this way, clockwise. That should work for making this belt also turn this way. Do I want to do it that way though? I think so. What about this one? This one's gonna go this way, but that's gonna reverse that. So we don't want to. We can't put a gearbox here because it's gonna drive one of the two belts the wrong way, depending on which one is providing power. We could do a gearbox and then a shaft into an encased chain drive. I'll figure out something that'll like cover. So if we have two gearboxes, or a gearbox, a shaft, and two encased chain drives, that takes care of that. Guess what we don't have? Well, we have shafts, but we don't have encased chain drives. I'm pretty sure. Red box. Light gray box. Hey, look, we had gearboxes. That would have saved us a trip. Is that all the toolboxes? No, the schematic cannon, but we don't need that. Okay. Let's make some of these back into blocks. All right, great. Okay. Furious thinking. Okay, so I think we can. I mean, we're just gonna have to go back to get stuff to make more. To make encased chain drives. Unless I want to do something else. And then we need to power these three belts. So if this is going, well, we hope it is going counterclockwise, then this, if we put a gearbox here, this would be the wrong direction. When you just, what I'm doing is I'm imagining the gears on a gear rotating counterclockwise, meshing with a gear over here. Said gear would be turning clockwise, which means this belt would be going in the wrong direction, so that's no good. We could fall down into the machinery. We could put a vertical gearbox here, which would tie this belt onto this belt. I don't know if that's necessary. Let's go the opposite direction here. So if we put a belt or an encased chain drive here, that's gonna make this go the right way. If we extend this belt back one, then this belt turning clockwise would mean this belt would also like this belt going that way means the gearbox connected to it would be turning this way, and that would mesh with a gear that's also turning this way. Okay, so that I think works. If we extend that one and then put a gearbox here, We can probably just get away. Well, definitely do this and run a belt across. So that gets all that stuff going in the right direction. And then it's just a matter of getting this going in the correct direction. So we can't use that rotation. What can we do? Oh, right. We can use a vertical gearbox, right? So let's turn one of these into a vertical gearbox. If we don't do that first, that's going to cause things to break due to opposing rotations. But that should be fine. So that'll allow items to come from the box. So let's configure this right now. So output to the top, auto output. And then we want to configure to pick up from the bottom, auto input. And let's grab a veridium. Or a stack of veridium. Alright, before we do that, with an empty hand, let's turn off auto output. And then put in that and lock it. I'll take that back out and then configure output, auto output. And then let's put one in. There it goes. Oh, we get some much closer visitors. Let's make sure they don't come in. Alright, great. Okay, so that... do we see items out there now? I don't. There's a copper nugget in there. Why is... oh, I see. There are items there. Okay, it's just backed up. Got it. Okay. There are monsters nearby. Okay. Alrighty. And then we need to get this stuff going. I guess we can continue to use, like, we can use some belts here, right? So, which one of these? Can I... that one? Okay, so I can put a gearbox there. That's going to connect these two together. And then... I have some options here, but I could just do... I want to do this. I could... if I had a gearbox here... right, so this is going to be rotating counterclockwise. And so... this will be rotating... wait, okay, so from this perspective, it's rotating clockwise. So this will be rotating this way, so that's backwards. Could we grab rotation from somewhere else? I mean, we still have to provide rotation to these two belts. If we rotate... no, that's going to be backwards. I mean, really, I guess what we should do is do another encase chain drive down. But that would only, well... no, that wouldn't do what I want either. How do I make this work? What does this do? Nope, that's the wrong direction. Although if I put another gearbox here, We can run a shaft here. And that will be the right direction. That'll be something. So let's just make progress. There we go. We should also put a block there to keep items from running off the end of the belt. And then we just need to get power to one of these two belts. Or to the gearbox in between, as long as it's in the right direction. Which we have some options here. If we turn this gear this way, that will turn that way on the other side. So if we did... that. Voila. Alright, so then we want to output to the left. Auto output. Okay. Alright, we're backed up. So we're not going to process anymore until this empties. Alright, this has stuff in it right now. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so but this is working. So now we're buffering all the items that were down there into this storage unit. I'm gonna eat and get our hearts back and probably deal with these pillagers. And then I think we're done inside here for now. I suspect at some point we're gonna have to revisit this whole thing. I didn't have a really good sense when I designed this of how much it produced. I do have a better sense now, even though we've had struggles with keeping enough input items. So I think that yeah. Get out of my car. Did the rest take off? I think they did. Okay. Right. So now, here, we get some items accumulated, and our excess clay will all go and feed back into the machine. Which is good. Okay, so I guess a thing that we need to decide to do is what to do with the outputs. I think maybe it makes sense to have all of the copper nuggets, the raw copper, and the olivine to go in a train together. Maybe. I guess the concern is that if we don't have a place for all those materials to go, that the train will eventually back up with one. That's weird. Huh, anyway. Okay, I think let's change things up a little bit though. So we have this going, but this is not going to produce things if we don't have lava, which currently we're out of lava because the lava train isn't hooked up. So let's attend to that. So we get our lava tank filled with lava again. And to do that, how much pipe do we have? Any? It's one of these boxes. Surely it's the... No, it's not the red one. It's not the parts one. Okay, we have 3. We have 3 pipes and a pump. I think we need more than that. So let's plan on making more pipe. And then let's take a look at where we're at. So we have a little tank over here with a pump and with a fluid storage interface to interface with the train. And we have some cogs and shafts and all that stuff going down here. Can we, is there a, oh, yeah, okay, there is a tunnel. So we can see what's going on over here. There's water down there. So there's a pump here below the tank. There's a pump above the tank. And then there is, wasn't there supposed to be a, hold on, let me roll the start so I can see what's going on. Let's also plug this water. Don't need that. Okay, what was I trying to do here? Right. Do I have, in any of my boxes, do I have clutches? I did. No, I have a slot for them. There aren't any there. Okay, cool. So let's make sure to bookmark that. We're going to need one of those. So what I was thinking here is that we would have a clutch set up so that we can send power to this and then have this, so this pump up here will always run. That's why this is set up. So the gearbox goes to this encased shaft and to these cog wheels, and it runs that pump. And right, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a clutch here, run by a redstone signal, and that redstone signal is gonna be triggered when the train is not present. We may make this tank bigger. I think the idea is eventually to train, you're in the way of me trying to explain what's going on. Replace the other tank that's over there with this tank here, kind of in line. And honestly, maybe 50 buckets is enough for a bit. But essentially, an issue that we've had, especially with the lava, is that when we set the conductor to wait for cargo inactivity, not only will it wait for the tank to fill, because the factory is constantly using lava, it's constantly emptying a little bit, and so until the tank on the train is fully drained, the train is not allowed to leave. And so to fix that, I think the solution is to essentially not pump anything out of the holding tank here until the train leaves. And we can do that because there is a I believe there is a thing we can do to detect cargo inactivity. Oh, no, there's a train observer. Right, there's a train observer. And we can use the train observer to detect when the train is present and emit a redstone signal. And we can use that redstone signal to turn off the clutch so that the pump from the holding tank to the factory doesn't run. So that's the goal. So I think there's a limit to how far you can pump, though. So that is a concern that I have. If we look at the pump, does it tell us about that? Mm-hmm. Yep. Throughput. Regardless of speed, mechanical pumps, 16 blocks away. Okay. Right. So I think that's like continuous distance, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, like to here? And so what we would need somewhere in here probably. Actually, we could just count the pipes here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then the pipe ends. Okay, so that's pretty close. So let's assume that we're going to need another pump here. I don't know if we'll need a... I don't know if you can just chain the pumps onto the pipes to keep them going, but we're going to try. We're going to try. And then this pipe needs to go somewhere. I guess really it needs to go to here. We might have it because it's not being used by anywhere else. And in fact, let's just steal some pipe. And the pumps, all of it. And what we could maybe do is actually just have the pipe come directly up into the bottom of the factory. Maybe. So, like that. So we're just gonna dig a path here. Well, there's the floor. So we're inside the factory now. How far do we need to go? I guess I could have counted that. There's this. There's this one. Where is it? It's probably further back then. Aha! Alright. So. And we're going to find out if we're going to need more than one pump in the middle or not. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's half of that. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. So it seems like we're going to need more. Right. So we're going to have the pipe go along here to here. And I guess what we'll do is we'll put more pumps here. We just need to get it to here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Let's do this. Let's give ourselves a little bit of a... There we go. And... Alright, so we're going to hook that up to here. And we're going to... I don't think I've ever like tried to chain pumps like this together. We're going to see how this works. And then we also need to deliver power, right? To this, we're just going to run a shaft. I guess we're ready to do that now, right? We can... to here, and then we also need some cogs. Did I only have the one pump? Is that what the deal was? What box was that in? Was that in light gray? I had 3 fluid pipes. Okay, I can make another pump. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I only had the one. Alright, it's there. So we'll do this. We'll do that. I can't tell what... Whoops, no. That, like that. There we go. Cog wheels into there. Shaft. There we go. And then with our 2 pipes, we've locked ourselves in. Alright. Okay, so, but this is the idea. And there's a couple of things we need to figure out. One is how we're going to get power to this line of shafts. And then we can also... Let's do that for now. So we don't need power here. What is going to make sense? Like we have... We probably want to have something pretty fast. I guess we don't need this big tank here anymore. I'm going to take this out. It is redundant. There we go. There. Nice. What does this do? Nothing anymore. The rest is still needed to connect everything, but that's fine. Okay. So, what was I just thinking? So one of the things we do need to do is we need to supply power to this, and it needs to be pretty fast rotation, right? We want the pumps to go fast. We want the pumps to go fast out there so that we're quickly unloading the train, so it can go and do its next thing. We want the pumps to go fast from here into the factory, so that the tank empties. It's probably fine. Like it's not. We might make it a bigger tank. I mean, we're kind of constrained on space here technically, but as long as we don't disassemble any trains, it will be fine. In terms of trains intersecting through the blocks. So, yeah. But fast rotation. So we could probably do a few different things here. Let's see, we're getting rotation out there via those belts. We could like run a shaft down here. Where does this go? Okay. What does that look like from inside? Okay, that's right there. So that could be interesting. Right, so we'll If we run a shaft down here, into a gearbox, into a rotational speed, how's that gonna work? What does it take to make a rotation speed controller? I don't think a lot, right? We can make that. Have to make another brass casing. That'll be good. I think we should make a little bit more space for ourselves down here, in case we have to ever come back down here and deal with any of this. Which, maybe. Okay, so we have a couple of things we need to make. So that's better than having to run back and forth for each little thing. A little bit better. Got some stuff. Oh, here's some veridium. Throw back into the system. All right, so I think we can throw this kelp. Into the box that's hidden right there. Okay, great. All right, so we're gonna go. It's about halfway into today's stream, so this is where I'm gonna take a little break, refill my water since that's empty, stretch my legs, and then when I come back in just a few minutes, we will continue working on train lava unloading, and then switch back to working on the loading bays. Getting all of this train logistic stuff going properly. It's taken a little while to get stuff sorted out. I guess just because I'm a little picky. But yeah, I'm just gonna stop right here. I'll be back in just a couple minutes with some more. So BRB. Alright. I have returned. Now, I don't need to remember what we're gonna make because it's bookmarked, which is good. Alright. It has power. It's mostly been okay. Since I moved the what did I move? Water source for the steam engine into the same chunk. Yeah. Alright, so we don't have... Right, molten brass. We need some brass. Still have a little bit. Getting kind of low on that. Clutches. We can make some shafts and then make a clutch. Let's make a few extra. And then fluid pipes. We can make some. You can make 56 to start. It's a decent start. Raw tin we can process. And we can drop some of these other blocks off too. While we're here, we also need to make more belts. I think. I feel like that's the thing that we're gonna need a lot more of. There's 4. Dried kelp. We can't make. Okay, so get some of that. Slate. I probably want to keep those on me for restoring the floor when I'm done. Kelp. we have kelp blocks up here somewhere? All sorts of other things, but I guess rubber over there. Maybe one of these boxes. Nope. Okay. We do have a precision mechanism. Grab one of those. Sleep again. All right. Off we go. Oh wait. So we need copper casings though to make brass casings. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Do I have copper casings in the machine? A couple. Is fire spread enabled? Let's see. Let me check. Alright, that involves going to a different desktop. Let's see. Console. Let's see. How do I check that? Game rule 2 fire tick. It is set to true. Back to streaming. Alright, I guess my game just freezes. Yes, it is set. It is on. It is enabled. Now should it be enabled? Don't know. Sure. I don't have too strong feelings. Feelings on whether it should be on or not. Receptive to opinions. To changing it later. As in, not right now. Huh. Lunar trading spawning level plant say. That's one selling 9 launch pads per. Where is that setting? Oh, right, of course, go. Right into there. Alright, rotation speed controller, go. This is, I think, the second or third one we made in this playthrough. Alright, so that's all the stuff we were supposed to make. Hopefully that's all the stuff we need. I should get my car. Just looking over at the audio settings. Oh, my mic is not too loud. I don't think I changed it since last stream, so hopefully it's fine. Alright, so hopefully got everything. Oh, add Astral config menu under general. I'll have to look at that here in a second. Let's see here. Okay, so rotation speed controller. Idea is going to be that we're going to be able to put some shafts down here to carry that rotation. Now, something I'm not 100% sure on, can you put this sideways? No. Okay. So I would like to do something like that, I think. Alright, let's check this out. I bought 18 of them. If you need any, save a boatload or for reinforced concrete. Don't know. I was looking forward to. We'll see. Interesting. Maybe. Okay, add Astral config. Add Astral mod config menu under general. Lunar Trader. Okay, mods. Okay, add Astra. Configure. General. Spawn Lunarian Wandering Trader. Interesting. And that's a client setting? How does that work? Huh. Mine is set to off. Right? Exactly. Okay. Alright, so this is gonna get us power over to the to that. And then we just gotta get I guess we just need a gearbox here, right? Nope, we're out of gearboxes. Okay, so we'll make some more. And there we go. Sadly, without auto crafting, the machinery to like autofill toolboxes isn't going to be able to like manufacture. I mean, it's not that there's not auto crafting. You could use like level sensors and mechanical crafters and all that, and do auto crafting that way. I think. I'm pretty sure. All right, so. At some point we'll start getting lava coming in, so let's get this all hooked up. Let's have some viewports. I guess let's dig some space around this so we can still get down here. We also need to be able to see that the pumps are going in the right direction. That one looks like it's not. Better. Let's take down one so I can get a better angle here. And we'll get a viewport going there. Is that also reversed? Of course it is. I'll also close up this hole in the ground. I might half fill this this tunnel after we're done. So that mobs can't spawn in it. But it's also easier to, you know, if I only half fill it, then we're just digging one block instead of two. So we see that pump is going. And then what we want to do is we want to access our clutches. And if we had a lever, we could turn that off. But we don't, so we can't. But I think this part is essentially done, except for how we need to speed it up. I guess the question is the top turning the right direction? Yes. Yeah, good. So then we are done with this end. Yeah, it's running. We put a viewport there, so we'll actually be able to see down the tunnel, lava. There we go. Let me just turn this up. Oh, overstressed. Okay. 48? Okay, that works. Better than nothing. No way to get out. There we go. And then seal that up, and that is done. Maybe. Oh, sleep. Yeah, we got some andesite casings. We'll seal that up. And there we go. Perfect. And we are unloading lava. Oh, let's update the schedule for this guy now. So when we are here at APF Station Bay 3, we're going to not wait. We're going to cargo idle only. Okay. Are we, may not be pumping lava in here. Oh, no, look. There it is. It'd be cool if we had some glass. Oh, we probably have some glass in this one. We do. Glass. There we go. Eventually that dirt will despawn. It's all good. And at least for right now, this is going to be fine because this tank is going to fill and we are going to eventually run out of the seared stone because we don't have any more clay, I think. At least for right now. So this is going to fill, and then that one outside is going to fill. So it's already emptied. Because all the lava that got in there is now transferred over to there. But eventually that'll fill, and then this will start filling as well. There. And it'll fully back up. But what we want to do is make another trip over to get some train observers, I think. Because I don't think those are in any of my boxes. Train stations, train signals, train schedules, but no train observers. Okay, so I think that's going to be something we'll have to go and get because that's not something I was carrying around with me because why would I want those? And some redstone. Yeah. Like, we could make redstone links, but we'd have to make more brass casings. I don't know if I want to use my last bit of brass that I have prepared for that. So I'm going to get the car. We're gonna get the train observers, which are somewhere, and get some redstone. And we'll try to do this just with good old vanilla redstone from the train observer into the clutch. I have a vague recollection that the train observers are in a box here in the community house. I could be wrong, but it's been a while since we looked in here. What's all in here? Some powdered obsidian, iron sheets. What about up here? 12 steam whistles. Ah, train observers. There we go. I just need one. Yeah, I completed chapter 1 again. Oh yeah, I get to, I think I'm gonna, I did claim a couple of these, but I think what I'm gonna do is we're eventually gonna go through and get all the quests that I did before done again. And I'm not gonna claim any more of the things until we work all the way through again and go back to the moon again and all that stuff. And then we'll do one big claim of all the stuff. Do we have redstone in here? No, I think there's a box out here, isn't there? Nope. Any redstone there? Nope. Right. I think we gotta go back to the house. Alright. There's some redstone at the house. Right, when did they come here? I was gonna go to the house to get redstone, but I guess we're here. My mind was elsewhere. There's some redstone. Let's do it. You know, 3-hour streams just for this don't seem enough. There's a lot to do, and yeah, I don't think there's more to say than that. There's a lot to do, and it's not a problem. It's just maybe we'll be done with it. Maybe we'll be able to complete the pack this year. Alright, what am I doing? I'm gonna figure out how to use a train observer. I could look at the instructions, but why would I do that? I think... Can we put that there? Do we even need a filter? Maybe. Should I... Huh. So I don't have a filter anymore that I can use, do I? I should carry filters in my one of my toolboxes. Probably. Yeah. Okay, but in the meantime, I guess we need a bucket of lava to set that filter. I don't suppose we have a bucket of lava, and we used to have buckets of lava in the toolboxes, but I gave that up. Okay, so we got buckets though. Actually, that's not necessary. Let's go to the lava. The lava fountain, the lava infinite source, the lava factory. What is it? You know, the 10,000 blocks of lava with a hose pulley on top of it. This thing. Behold, one bucket of lava. Alright, so the objective here is essentially to detect the train is there. And when the train is here, for this to emit a redstone signal so that the clutch stops powering the pump that's running below it. Right, so is that's not on. Okay. Observer. Let's read about the train observer. Or watch. Experience. Ponder. Yes. Right. Okay. Is this... Maybe it's because this needs to be set where the actual thing is. Yeah, see now that's on, right? We'll put lava there. It's still on. Right? And so now this is engaged. So we're not gonna this is gonna stay at 50 buckets. It's not gonna get any lower than that. And after whatever amount of time it was, 40 seconds or whatever, the train will go. That should be the case. And in fact, what we should see if we come over here is that this will go down, and I guess there might be lava in the... I don't know if there's actually technically lava in the pipes, or if it's... I mean, it looks like the lava takes time to travel through the pipes, but I don't know if there's actually lava in the pipes. Maybe not, though, since this is not increasing. And did the train go? The train went. Alright, so now that the train's gone, is this filling up again? Yeah, it started pumping again. And the 16 block like max distance worked for us. Because the second nearest pump was far enough away from the tank that it couldn't pull from the tank. It requires the pump that's right underneath to start pumping first. I don't know exactly how it works with the lava that's already in the pipes, whether the subsequent pumps can pull it the rest of the way through. But this seems to be working as desired. This is great. Really good. Alright. I think maybe we'll be able to at least get the train base here working in this stream. We don't have trains for all the bays, but we can, you know, I guess it's pretty straightforward, right? We're just going to run belts over. I guess what we need to do is figure out how far back the loading points are, or forward actually, I guess I should say. What is the relative distance between where the train station is and where the thingies are on this? Right, so like this block here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 from the station is the first one. Alright, so these are occupied. This is occupied. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we want these to be, I guess, at the same level as that. Can we see an F3? Targeted block, dirt. Nice. 71, 70. Okay. So if we look at this. Okay, so this is the same level. There we go. Now this looks a little funny, right? This one is pretty close to this one, whereas those ones have more distance, but that's because of the way the lava train is set up. It's shorter. Yeah, so anyway. So the portable storage interface will sit on top of this. How many blocks was it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, well, we gotta deal with the zombie. Also, the silver sword that we got, this was a quest reward, wasn't it? It does have smite 3. So plus 6 undead damage. Which I think I realized last stream, before the last stream. But worth noting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now these don't have to be spaced out exactly the same way. They don't have to be. But I figured this is probably, yeah, this is right. An easy enough way to do the planning of this. One more. Yeah, so that's centered. All right. So the plan is going to be, do we have, yeah, we have portable storage interfaces. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get belts to come to these dirt blocks, level with the dirt block, and then on top of the dirt we'll put the portable storage interface, and then we'll put funnels. We have a couple of funnels left. We don't have brass funnels, but what are you gonna do? And this will be like outputs for essentially copper and tin, and we'll ship those separately because those some things are gonna need one, some things are gonna need the other. We're gonna mix the byproduct with it as well, so we'll have one train that's like handling all those outputs and perhaps routing them to different places. That's kind of a compromise between like, oh, let's make 4 more bays for all of this versus not. At some point I need to figure out how I want to like encase some of this. Maybe. I don't know. So, yep. So we're just going to do 2 more belts here from these 2. Perfect. I guess this third doesn't need to be there anymore. It was handy as a reference, but I guess we're basically done with that anyway. Let's see. Great. This is looking pretty cool. All right. 71, 70. So this is the level that the outgoing belts need to eventually reach. Oh, don't want that. Great. So I think that is pretty straightforward, right? So we're gonna elevate this belt up. I don't want to remove this block because that's gonna let everything out. Also, let's do this. Let's get rid of these blocks here. They're kind of in the way. Great. How's this gonna work? I think what I want to do is I want to go diagonally up a bit to get to the right sea level. It's only a little bit up, right? And then, right, essentially going from there up 2 blocks to this level. So eventually we'll need a belt like here to send the items. Yeah, okay, this is gonna work. What we need are some shafts and some belts. There we go. We're not actually going to connect that like that. We'll probably do a vertical gearbox or something here when we're ready to get that far, but we're not. And a belt to here. So now we're at the right level. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing here, where we're going to go off that. Oh, a thunderstorm. I hope I'm not struck by lightning. Up to there. Right, okay. And then this is going to be fun because this is going to be a belt that's going to turn this way. We're probably going to have to do a couple of turns on both of these to make this work. Unless, you know what, on second thought, I mean, we're going to keep this one here. We're going to break these catwalks. Not quite as relevant anymore to what we have going on. We'll just send this belt this way until we're aligned with that block over there. Yeah. That's good. So I think we can, if we do this, we are looking at oh, it's too far away for us to look at. Ah, it's too bad. Okay. Well, maybe we can visually see. It looks like we're maybe the next block past the that. So maybe right there. Do we think we're aligned? Maybe. But that's where we're going. Which means this actually needs to be back 1 block. So that we can ship items that away. Go and that, and turn it. And off we go. I'm gonna have to connect up rotation to all of these things, but I like to get things in place first and then worry about how we're gonna power them. It's a little bit easier to oh right, so this is the maximum length, so we'll have to continue on another belt. Ah, great. That means that we'll probably have to do the same thing for the other one. Now we have clearance. Not that the trains do clip like that, but really technically all you need is to ensure that the blocks that the train is going through don't intersect with the conductor. And I guess if you were making like a walkway or something, you would want to not be somewhere where blocks from the train could touch you. That's, I'm pretty sure, is a visual glitch. But yeah, so like that was fine in terms of not being struck. All right, so then that's where that goes. Put that. We'll get rid of that dirt block because we don't need that anymore. And I guess since I never got around to making the encased chain drives, we'll just use some more belts here to hook that all up. Right. So power-wise, this will not be too bad. I think we'll be able to do this into this. And a belt across there. And then... Is there a way to power it up here? No. Okay, so we'll... There's more belts. Shouldn't there be items coming out of this? There are items coming out of this. Why aren't there ones coming out of the other one? Do I want to deal with that now? Maybe not. Maybe I'll focus on getting all the belts in place, and then we'll attend to what's going on the inside. Okay, so this will be a little trickier because we need to do a couple of turns to get around that. Ooh, actually, I have an idea. And we already have this belt here. What if we just extend it to here? Like so. Onto here. We just need to make sure we put a shaft right there. Oh, this is why. Because we don't need to go this far. That's why. Never mind then. Come back. Okay. Is this... Okay, this is where we're going. So we're going to put a shaft here. And here. And then... Here. Here. And on we go. And I think we'll have just enough belts here to get us where we're going. Eventually it'll stop letting us add more belt. Right there. Nice. All just about right. Yeah, we needed that extra one to be able to right-click the belt to extend it. There it is. Onto there. And we can get rid of the dirt. Do we have funnels? Green box? Green box. There. And... oh, right. Do we have more shafts? No. We have parts? Yes. Let's make some more... andesite, make more shafts so that we can hook this up. Do we have belts? We have belt. Okay. What about in parts? Do we have rubber? Okay. Do we have kelp? Maybe. All right, we're just about at the point. Yeah, we gotta come down. Get rid of all of that stuff. Is there kelp in here that we can grab? This factory's getting a little bit more dangerous. Kelp on top of rubber, yeah? Yeah. Okay. 4. It's not a lot. Also, I don't know why I always grab so many kelp blocks. Yeah. All right. We're almost there. Let's see. So I guess we can get up there still with catwalks over here. There we go. All right. So we need. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna get this connected. Belt, and then we're gonna connect the side here. Maybe if we get up here we can reach it. Maybe. Yes. All right, now I don't suppose we have gearboxes. Not there. Light gray. There's a spot for them. Nope. Gray. Got 4. We can make 1 gearbox. Okay, so if this is turning this way, then it's going to be turning in the wrong direction. We could... Can we get this belt going? So if this is going this way, then that would be right. Yep. So that gets all that going. We could just run a shaft across to power this belt. Or no. I was thinking maybe taking off of this if we get rid of the catwalk, but it's turning in the right direction. We can just run shaft across. We got that. In fact, let's do that right here. Right here, I say. At least when you stand on the rotating shaft, it doesn't throw you off. Everything else does, but at least there's this. Let's have some rice to celebrate. Alright. So, oh yeah, we need to put, let's get that other funnel that I don't have anymore. Not that box. It's this box. Okay, cool. Alright. Alright, then that just leaves this section of belts. Now, how's this gonna work? We can do some things here. So we can extend this so these are powered together. This is gonna be something. There we go. And then I saw something else down here. If we connect this and this. Okay. Let me get a stable position. Okay. Alright. I think we need one more belt though. Unfortunately. Or, yeah. do we have more rubber in parts? We're out of rubber. Okay, well. Let's see. Make another trip. Another trip to the store. Oh. Right, that's a bit deeper hole. Oh look, there's a bunch of rubber. Let's take a lot. Is there kelp blocks over here too? Let's take some of these. Perfect. We're gonna make mini stacks of belts to put in the toolboxes, and then we'll have some rubber left over. That'll be good. Alright, so kelp on top of rubber, yeah? I can learn, right? Alright, so that's a bit. Kelp, kelp, kelp. Rubber, rubber, rubber. Kelp on top of rubber. Yes. So, I mean, in my defense, it is a custom recipe for this pack. On the other hand, how long have I been playing this pack? Clearly not long enough. Alright. I guess that's fine. Let's put all the stuff away, and then we'll put the remaining dried kelp over here in the storage. We got 176. That'll last for a little bit. Okay. Things are looking good. Our lava tank over here is basically full. Lava tank in there is basically full. Trains are coming in. Are we getting clay? It's hard to see. Let's see if we can get up there really quick to see if that clay is coming in. Maybe that area over there isn't loaded. Or it's probably out of bone meal, since we've not automated that yet. Yeah, lots to do. And, you know, progress or not progress is kind of, you know, that's on me for spending more time on trains and builds. But on the other hand, I think it's funner that way, even if it takes longer. Right, I just saw the signal go off as the train left. It's great. I like it. Okay, what was I doing? I was trying to get this running. Right. All right, back on the catwalk. Climb around on all the belts up there. This is something. So version 2 of this factory may happen someday, and I mean, this is quite something. It's not something I would have sought out to design like this, but it is unique. All right, so we're gonna drop some blocks on the ground here. There we go. There that goes. Great. Now we just need to get power to this section, which is not a big deal at all. We can do this a few different ways, but honestly the easiest is just to keep on doing what we've been doing and connect things up with belts, like so. And then excess clay gets routed back into the machine. It's glorious. And eventually this backs up because we have loaded resources all the way out to here. That is fine, I think. One thing that could be done here to make this hold more items, like to group the items together, would be we could do an item vault somewhere along here with brass funnels, with the output brass funnel set to 64 items, so we'll only output 64 items at a time, and that would allow us to have more compact storage on the belts for a bigger buffer. And then the item vault itself would be a buffer. Let's have a nod to that idea. I think I have, oh, well, I have two. Okay, so what we can do is we can put an item vault here and a matching one here on the other side. And I guess, no, just normal funnels, andesite funnels are not going to give us, it'll be worse, right? Because it'll just put one item at a time. So these will be placeholders. Let's figure out what's going on with the asurine crushing, because the stuff should be coming out if we were putting stuff in. And I guess we're not. So what's up with that? Bam. All right, so that's going there. We probably just have something turned off. So, oh yeah, we turned that off. Did I verbally mention that I should remember to turn this back on when we're done? Because I thought it really loud. Okay, so there that goes. And on the outside, we can see. Let's hurry up. I want to see it going before it fully backs up. Voila. There we go. Ready to be shipped to places yet to be built. Maybe we can just ship this all to the community foundry for now. Alright, and then we're feeding back the excess clay back in as designed. So what issues are left right now with this place, obviously besides the fact that we don't have trains coming to pick stuff up, is I think nothing. Like, we got the cobble, That's being delivered. We have all the cobble. For now, anyway. That's going to require some additional work at some point once we work through our reserve cobble. But it's a lot, right? Because this train, I'm pretty sure, is full of cobblestone. And we have a big storage unit item vault over at the quarry that's also full of cobblestone. I don't know if I showed this on stream. I think I'll go over there next. Let's take a sleep. Alright, I can't look there if I wanna eat. Okay. Let's grab all the toolboxes. Oh, right, we have a bunch of extra. Interesting. Dried kelp. We'll give those back to the factory. So, I think the remaining issues with the factory are really about it being supplied with materials. Is, I guess, the short version of what I was going to say. So. For instance, clay, right? So we need to automate bone meal if we are going to keep the clay factory going all the time, and we want to do that. That's kind of why I was working on the kelp farm, but that needs to be expanded to do that. So. That's a thing to do. This is a good place, I guess, to stop the car. Maybe. Let's not get run over. Alright. It's been a while, I think, since I've been, at least since I've come this way to the stone quarry on stream. So this is what it looks like these days, right? So all the machinery here for producing clay has been removed. Oh, I should empty out the stuff down there. But if we go down here and look at this, one thing I think I did this between streams, is I expanded the item vault to max size. And yeah, it looks like we're still filling it, right? Because we're not backed up at all, right? But you can see down there, maybe, for the most part, we are producing compressed andesite. Still a little bit of cobblestone from some spots I must have missed. But the way that works is that if you have a cobblestone generator, so in other words, lava meets water, and the block below it, so this pack has a bunch of variation recipes. Gotta be careful where I'm standing there. Several variation recipes where you can have different blocks underneath the cobble gen, and it will produce different things. So if you have quadruple compressed andesite underneath the cobble gen, it produces compressed andesite, which is great. This is a pack that has Create in it. You need lots of andesite, but also in this pack you can crush andesite into cobblestone, and you can automate, of course, uncompressing the compressed andesite as well. So that right there is a lot of cobblestone. And there's more coming, and then even more coming. In this factory, like this mechanism that we have here could also be expanded to produce more if we needed to. But yeah, so that's why I was talking about before that the right now the train and this vault have a backup of the cobblestone this was generating before I switched it to compressed andesite. But eventually that'll be worked through, and then we'll need to put something either here or at the asurine veridium factory to turn the compressed andesite into cobblestone, which is, so there's two options there. I've not really decided which one because I'm just gonna wait until I have to decide. But I came down here though because I want to check on our limestone and moon cobblestone and basalt. So we're not completely full yet. I'm gonna take some. Yeah, I'll have to come back. You know what? I have a better idea. We have these things. These crude storage units. And they're great for not just storing things in place, but also for moving them. Right? So just dump all that in there. And dump all this out. There we go. Oh, there we go. And then make sure to use the wrench. And they retain their contents. And we can haul those back to the workshop. Alright, so this just continues to go on while things are loaded. Just gotta get out of here without being done in by the skeleton. Can we? We can't go under there, can we? Ow. Alright. So what next? Well, I have 20 or 30 minutes left for the stream today. What can we do? Okay, so see some greenery going on over there and a pair of farming towers. See that cool, very fast road going on over there. I think. What do I want to do here? I'm going to go over to the tree farm first, and I'm going to see if I can enable force loading those chunks again. I think I had some chat messages pulled up at one point. I've been trying to experiment with settings to fix that whole situation. Oh, there's a hole right here. So let's work on that. That's why I also force loaded the chunks around the factory. And then maybe we can do the same thing at the clay factory. I think that's not really the constraint right now. The constraint is really the bone meal, and it feels like that's the next thing we should do is expand the kelp farm by a considerable amount. And yeah, let's once I get over here, let's revisit the plan a little bit. Are we stuck? Sometimes this gets stuck. Oh boy. This is also a little dangerous. You don't want to be anywhere near that contraption. And it's very wide swing. Now that I've expanded it, I don't remember if I did that on stream or not, but I definitely did expand the width of the saws by quite a bit. Probably at some point need to add more deployers on top too. There's an ender pearl here. Okay, great. I think our tree farm also became an enderman farm a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna force load this chunk which I think is basically, let's see, F3G. Is that the whole area the track is in? I think so. Now, will that be enough? Did I design this so this would exactly fit in a chunk? Is that what I did? Not quite. I could have gone further this way. Okay. Well, knowing what I know now, I might have done that. Have the track go in a 16, in a chunk. But yeah, maybe this will be fine. I think like that could be loaded, and then this chunk might not be loaded. But at least it would be filling up its inventory, and we could give it a bigger inventory too if we need to. I'm just trying to keep down the number of chunks I'm forced loading. I was confused for I was confused for a second because I saw a B on the minimap there, and I was like, why is there a train there? But it's not a train. It's not a train conductor. It's just a bee. It's a novel idea. Bees just in the wild, but not conducting trains. Okay, so we're gonna go. Somewhere. Let's go by the house. By the workshop and see if there's any bone meal that we can grab, and then we'll run over to the factory, the clay factory with that. Yeah, because I'm assuming it's out of bone meal, and I realized I said something and then I didn't do it. So once we pull to a stop, instead of doing the thing I just said, we're gonna pull open the plan. As soon as we get up here, I'm gonna get out of the car and I'm gonna open the plan, and we're gonna talk about like what is the next thing. So we did this: filter clay from crushing wheels and feedback into factory. Done. Train bays are sort of done. Like they're done in the sense that we're sending items out to them. We could have trains receiving them. It's done. So there's some other stuff we want to do here. Another lava train. I thought was going to be more important. It seems like we are doing okay, though, in terms of delivering lava right now. So I'm going to move this down a bit. Oh, hey. Draining, holding lava tank when filling. So that's the thing that we just implemented with the... well, one, but we'll want to do that again for the other factory, so let's keep that there. I think we're gonna move this down here. We'll probably need a second lava train for other stuff that gets built along with those things, so I'm gonna deprioritize that. So we want to do the passenger train. It's not, I think we can do it, and it will be a good, fun thing to do next stream. So I'm gonna leave this here. Let's do the rockcutter and the ice stuff really quick, because we're gonna have time to do that today. And then I have an idea for doing a train yard, but I think that is, we can hold off on that to later. Let's plan on doing that before we do the second lava train. Okay, so we're gonna do the rock cutter and the ice. Next time around, we'll do the passenger train, and we'll start working on the clay factory stuff. I do want to go, before we end the stream today, we're gonna go check out the clay factory and deliver some cobblestone, or some bone meal over there, because I think there might still be some here. Yeah. There's a little bit. So let's drop off these storage units here. You can tell that I've just been doing this a lot, right? Just like, we're just accumulating stuff here to be processed. Really just until we have like automation to like connect everything together. I don't have a pressing need to like take this stuff and manually process it anymore because there's just so much. It's just sitting here. But we're just accumulating things for later once we get the automation to process it all, and then we'll just like blow through it all really quickly. But yeah, anyway. All right, so we're gonna pick this up to take over to the clay factory because it needs this bone meal. We're also gonna drop off all this extra stuff. It worries me every time I open the system, and I already have a filter in place, but I wouldn't want I know there's a setting to make it so that it like clears the filter when you open the terminal, but I don't want that because I would rather not. So we're gonna take all this excess stuff that we are carrying around with us and stash it for later. I'm gonna keep that on me though, and we're gonna look at making the rock cutter. So I think we actually have all the stuff because I already prepped the stuff. So this is stuff we've made before. So like the red cell battery, we've made a few of to make the alternators. Integrated circuits, we have a little semi-production, semi-automation thing to do. Gold nuggets are just vanilla gold nuggets. And diamond dust we did to make the diamond sandpaper. So I just made some more of this stuff. And now we can make the rock cutter, which we can charge and apparently acts like a silk touch pick. So we can grab some ice. Now, why do we need ice? To make blue ice, we need packed ice. So 9 into 1. So 81 ice to make a blue ice, unless we can go find some blue ice. What is the blue ice for? There's cryo fuel. I don't know what that's about. I think that's the thing we're not at yet. But there's some other like weapons and stuff. We can melt it. That's all cool. But no, there is something I saw. Now, I don't know if we can actually see this anymore because we lost chapter 3. But I believe there's like a better basalt recipe. Yeah, I think it, or it was in chapter 2.5, but we still might not be able to see it. Oh, I should pick up some seared stone. Anyway, as I recall, there's a recipe that we can't see, probably because we haven't unlocked chapter 3, to use blue ice and lava to make basalt. Not as a byproduct like what we're doing now when we're making the moonstone, but just directly make it. I think that's what it was. So anyway, I think we can we charge this in here? No. We need, can we charge this in here? Yes. Maybe. Yeah, nice. Silk touch. 10 KE. Man, there must have been a lot of power in that. It's not even connected. It's not even connected to anything, but it just like dumped power. Cool. Anyway. So ice. Is a thing. So there's a lot of ice up here. Or is that water? I mean, it says it's stone. Is that just... That can't be water. That's the ice, right? Frozen peaks. So we'll probably take the car part of the way and then take the quadricopter up. I don't know how the car deals with whatchamacallit, powdered snow, which is a thing. But first, a couple last things we're gonna do with our remaining time today. We're gonna go over to the clay factory. We're gonna throw in some bone meal and chunk load, force load, whatever it's called, that area to hopefully keep it going. And I could have probably taken the it's so weird. Probably could have taken the road instead, but I guess this is more direct. We have a train coming right behind us, so don't freak out. It's gonna pass through us. Yep, it's fine. good. We are going to. This is where the bone meal goes, right? So we're gonna dump this out, empty it into my hand, and put it into there. Easy enough to do. And we can immediately hear the machinery going. And then we can take this crude storage unit back to the grinder to fill up. Next stream, probably a lot of what we're gonna do is work on this, kind of similar to how we were working on the bays over there, except this is mostly loading, right? Loading the bone meal from the train, loading the cobblestone from the train. I guess that's it, right? Those two things. And then the space for the extra track, I think, is for a bypass. So trains that aren't stopping here can continue on. Because I imagine at some point, let's get back to where we are. At some point, we'll have like an offshoot, maybe. I don't know what Dadbot9K has planned for the farm, but maybe he'll share. Let's take a look at that. Look at that. Very, very cool. We got tomatoes and different kinds of grapes going on there. And I see cabbages and it's corn and is that potato? Not sure. Corn, wheat. Definitely carrots and potatoes, yeah, and then kelp. A little bit of everything. It's very nice. Alright. So this will run. It's going to produce clay while it can. Yeah, it's all already drained. It likes its bone meal. So we got 89. Yeah. I think we could produce a lot more if we could just keep the bone meal coming in. Okay, so we've gone through we've loaded in about half the bone meal. The bone meal goes into a belt up there and then goes through these chutes right here into the basins. So there's probably like a stack of bone meal in each of the 4 basins, plus what's in the chutes. So that's like another couple of stacks and then multiple stacks on the belts. So I don't know what the ratio is. I feel it's pretty close, like 1 bone meal per clay or something, which means we really need to have like a steady source of bone meal to keep this thing going. Anyway, I've gone on enough about that. You get the idea. We're gonna go find some ice. And this is gonna be, is this really the closest place? I mean, we could take a boat. Like if we had like, I don't know if I've discovered like an ice spikes, but if I have, it's very far away. Like I think I went through one when I went, no, I guess I didn't. Some mesa though. Okay, so south it is. Do a little traveling. Haven't done a lot of that on stream, right? But we're gonna get some ice. We're gonna get at least a couple of stacks, hopefully. I don't know how much energy the rockcutter uses when you use it, so I don't know how much we'll be able to get either. It's something I have not looked into. Let's just. Okay, it's turning. Aw, I messed up the turn. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. Oh, that didn't sound good. That sounded like I hit something, but surely not. Wait. We're gonna go down because there's something. Whoops. I was on top of the train. I'm on top of this train, but okay. Weird. There's something I don't think maybe I have shown on stream, but something that I was working on was, and it was in the what am I trying to say? Something that's in the plan that I kind of mentioned in passing was the idea of doing a train yard. And what I was thinking would be cool to do is to do an underground train yard underneath the new train station. And this is the start of this, by the way, is the cave where all those mobs were underneath the house. So my house is right above that. Anyway, so I took the cart contraption, the mining contraption, and ran it through here, all the way through. The train yard is not going to be this whole thing, but I figured I'd just dig all the way through so that we could potentially have a train track coming out this way and continuing on to do other things. I need to mark where we're going. Which is not the right thing. Follow, and then top, and then, so where we're gonna go is we're gonna go template point. There we go. And then it helps if I turn on the beacons. I keep this turned off most of the time. There we go. So we should see it right over there, temp. So we'll just try to make our way over there. Yeah, so having a train yard. So basically, you know how I did the bays for the factory, where there's just like offshoot train tracks, kind of splitting and merging. So that same sort of thing. I'm liable to forget where the car is. So I'm going to create a template point. Oh, that doesn't work, does it? It immediately disappears. Let's get in the quadricopter, and we'll fly a little bit away. I'll make a waypoint just so I can... Like, I'm sure I'd see the car in the distance, but maybe not. Alright, so temp waypoint. Perfect. Alright, and we're going up this way. Yeah, so having like a splitting, merging kind of rail area with a couple of turnarounds would be a cool thing to be able to use to turn trains around, work on them, maintain them, modify them, etc. Kind of near the train station makes sense. Maybe I don't really have a design for it, but we could do like train elevators. You just have to disassemble the train first, and then you can use the there's a what is it called? It's not a pulley. It's a or is it? It's a no, not the rope pulley. It's a sticker with the rope pulley, I guess is the thing. Redstone controlled block attachment. Anyway, so we get some packed ice, so that now we can get away with nice. We only, yeah, ice is nice. We need 9 packed ice to make a blue ice, so that's a little bit more efficient for us. So we found this. What is that? Gravel? Stone. Good. So we'll grab a good amount. Right, so like, got 31, and we've used 0.4, so 400 energy out of 10,000. Alright, I think we'll be able to, I think we should, while we're here, just get a couple of stacks. Because there's a vacuum freezer. Oh, you can bulk wash ice into packed. Wait. Can you? Yeah, can you go the opposite way? Can you turn packed ice into ice? You can pack it. You can melt it. That's fine. Okay, now, okay. Because that would be a loop. Because normally you need 9 ice to make a packed ice. Okay, so never mind. Vacuum freezer, 2 ice into a packed ice. That's not as good as washing. And then blue ice. And I think we already looked and there wasn't a recipe for the other thing. Vacuum freezer, 4 packed ice into blue ice. I think that is... Okay, that would be good. Okay, that's locked behind going to Mars. Got it. So we'll get... Ooh, I like the... It's a nice effect there with the reflections and the brightness and all that. Alright, so there's a stack of packed ice. Is there... Okay, you can make ice shards. There's an entropy manipulator. So ice shards, you can melt things. Okay, so maybe there's not a good way to make ice. Industrial grinder. Maybe, I don't know what the entropy, I don't know how this thing works. Maybe that could be a thing. And that's the workbench. Okay, so I don't know if there's a way to like make infinite ice. I mean, there's the vanilla way, right? If you have a cold biome, just put water out and then you harvest it. And we definitely have ways of auto breaking blocks. So I guess there are options if we were desperately in need of ice. If you put, did we test that? Putting water down on the moon, does it evaporate like the Nether? I'm just gonna get another stack here while we're here, and then I think that's gonna be it for today. Get our stuff and head back, and oh, I got a little extra. I don't want to carry that, so I'm just gonna put that right there. Alright, let's fly back down to the car. See if I can just go through this temp waypoint to get rid of it. Looks like I did. Great. Alright, that was not... I was thinking that was going to be a longer journey. I don't know. I think my sense of scale of the world is a little off because I've spent so much time just in one little area. I've not done a lot of exploration other than right at the very beginning. I went off to get cactus. Which we've not used for anything, right? Like we want a green dye for something. Desperately need green dye for something. What was that something? Wait, what? Okay, weird. I don't know. I feel like early on there was some real need to go exploring for cactus, but I have no sense of what the rationale for that was now. Of course, to be fair, that was several months ago. IRL. Many hours later. What are we up to, actually? Statistics. Time played, 10.65 days, so nearly 11 days. A day is 24 hours, so more than 240 hours. just a little bit of time. Maybe in another 240 hours I will be better at handling this car. I'm just glad I didn't go into that ravine there. Also, this is not the best terrain for this vehicle. Let's see if we can get up here. Come on, you can do it. A little bit more. I'm gonna go up here. Not in there. Okay. Let's do a little train modification. We are going the right way, yeah? Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. Come on, I'm gonna go home. Come on, let me in. Look. I know you're feeling a little glitchy right now, car, but I would like to get inside of you. Come on. Well, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for the car. Aha. All right. Can you? Come on. All right. Almost. Okay, now I give up. Let's go around. I was really just trying to get out of the trees, where it would be a little bit easier to navigate. But that's too steep for the car. It's not the car's fault. There's the house. Can we get over there now? I mean, honestly, I would expect this car to have fallen apart well before now. So, good job. Car. I just need you to be a bit of a billy goat for a minute. No? Okay, you give up? Alright, down we go. Well, we'll get there eventually. Hey, Furiago. Well, I guess it's trying to get out of this forest so I can go back home and put the car away and log off. But it's taking a minute to get through all the trees. Well, we got a new tool for other use, and we got all this packed ice. And we got, I'll put the screw storage unit away before I forget what it's for. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. let's just flip over to this. So thanks for watching here on Twitch or later on YouTube. Yeah, good night. It's it's just about my bedtime. So that's gonna be it for the stream though. I'll be playing this pack again Monday and Wednesdays. And I'm currently playing Oxygen Not Included on Fridays, and I do a coding stream on Sunday mornings. Details, exact times, all that stuff on my Twitch schedule. I also have my YouTube channel linked on my Twitch profile with VODs for this game and other games going all the way back to the beginning. So that's it. Thanks again for watching. Take care. Till next time. Bye-bye.